I wasn't gonna address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will.
It's the biggest boss, Ricky Rose. The time has come. Meech on. February 13th, get your tickets right now. It's going down. We know Florida gonna be there. Miami gonna be there. The legend himself gonna be in the building, making history. Meech, who else coming?
The whole nation, Detroit, St. Louis, California, everybody. Atlanta, Georgia, ATL, stand up.
Woo! We gonna make history. Get your tickets right now. Y'all better be there February 13th. Meech on.
Is there anything about Ross and his career that you have any respect for?
Oh, no, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I never wanted to work with him. You know, look, I understand from a perspective of someone who's just listening to what it sounds like.
I mean, he's a great rapper.
But does it matter that he's a correctional? Does that ever matter?
I took a picture with Rick Ross. You like, oh, put your back against the wall and just slide down.
50 Cent and Rick Ross's beef just hit a whole new level of messy, and Ross ain't just roasting 50 over his drama with Big Meech. Nah, he's out here threatening to snatch the whole BMF franchise right from under him. But y'all already know 50 ain't the type to back down. He's in full petty mode, or dragging not just Ross, but even Big Meech's kids into the mix. This is next level shade, even by 50's standards. So stay locked in as we break it all down.
And I think this Rick Ross beef is the one beef that 50 will never let go of. That one burns his soul. You know why? It's a shame. So I feel like this beef is the one that hurts 50's soul the most because he couldn't get rid of Ross.
This might really be the nail in the coffin for the BMF show. It all kicked off when Meech popped up in a video with Rick Ross, hyping up a welcome home concert after his prison release last October. And y'all already know 50. He don't need much to flip the script.
The biggest boss, Ricky Rose. The time has come. Meech on. February 13th, get your tickets right now. It's going down. We know Florida gonna be there. Miami gonna be there. The legend himself gonna be in the building, making history. Meech, who else coming?
The whole nation, Detroit, St. Louis, California, everybody. Atlanta, Georgia, ATL, stand up.
Woo! We gonna make history. Get your tickets right now. Y'all better be there February 13th. Meech on.
Soon as 50 caught wind of Meech linking up with Ross, he went straight for the kill, no hesitation. He jumped online and straight up called Meech a rat. To drive the point home, he even posted a picture of a rat with the words, "I think I'm Big Meech." And in the caption, he wrote, the biggest mistake he ever made was not sustaining his relationship with Tammy Cowins. Her tell-all docu reveals the truth. Now, if you ain't familiar with Tammy Cowins, she used to be Meech's right hand, his assistant, business partner, and even a co-producer on 50 Cent's BMF series. But here's where it gets real messy. According to former BMF affiliate Blue Da Vinci, Meech put Tammy in charge of BMF Entertainment when he got locked up in 2008. But just a year later, word on the street is Tammy flipped and started working as an FBI informant.
Yeah, Tammy Cowins.
Okay, now...
She's a co-producer of the BMF Stars TV show.
Okay, and you're saying that she's an informant?
Definitely, 100%.
Okay.
She's been an informant since 2009. Tammy Cowins is Big Meech personal assistant slash business partner slash whatever you want to call. You know what I'm saying? Basically, she became the owner of what Meech has as BMF Entertainment, his company from prison. His company, she became the owner of it in 2008, and in 2009, she became a government informant. In 2010, she did a case that was pertaining to a guy that Meech met in prison and one of Meech's homeboys of 26 years. Right, so she's the person that 50 Cent got the movie from, the TV show from. That's the only way to get it. You can't get it from Meech because he in prison, so he can't DBA. He can't do business from prison, he's in jail. So he has to sign his rights to do his life story or do whatever he gonna do in his name over to somebody else. And Tammy Cowins is the person that was appointed to do all of that business, and she's the one that got the deal with 50.
This is where folks started connecting the dots. If Meech trusted Tammy and she supposedly flipped for the feds, does that mean Meech might have done the same? Because let's not forget, he managed to walk free after serving only 18 years of a 30-year sentence. Meech wasn't about to let 50's accusation slide though. Just a day after 50 called him a rat, he hopped on IG with a petty clapback of his own, posting a pic of him and 50, but with a big ol' rat emoji and some cheese slapped over 50's face, calling him an internet gangster. And that's when Rick Ross slid in, wasting no time roasting 50 for being salty over Meech rocking with him.
I took a picture with Rick Ross. You like, oh, put your back against the wall and just slide down.
At first, 50 paid Ross no mind and kept his focus on Meech, doubling down on the whole rat narrative. He went back to IG, posting a clip of somebody chiming in on the drama, and just to make sure folks got the message, he hit him with a caption that said, "LOL, bro, you got to see the text messages Big Screech sending. Dudes is crazy out here."
Chill 50, 50, chill 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. The number you had down has been disconnected. What the 50 was? Hold on, wait. 3 weeks ago, shit was just good. 50, what's going on? Last year, just, yo, B, Mickey, I love you, but don't come back around. And they was just like, nah, 50, nah, before y'all start jacking this, just show the paperwork. Y'all know the rules. Before you call somebody a rat, you gotta actually prove they that. I don't know, I'm not doing, nah, man, I want to go to the party.
Then 50 took the pettiness up a notch. He posted a video of some dude straight up admitting to being a snitch, but with Meech's face edited onto the man's body. And in the caption, 50 wrote, he had Tammy Cowins doing all his dirty work. Her new tell-all break it down. Screech directed her and connected her to people to get his time cut.
I don't even know what you get with me.
Bro, you happy about giving me?
You know how much motherfucker they gave me for that?
How much?
$200.
Meanwhile, Meech wasn't about to let that slide. He clapped back with a video straight up denying the snitching allegations, making it clear that he ain't never told on nobody in his life.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before the time, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family to come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th.
But even with Meech shutting down the snitching talk, 50 still ain't letting up. He clapped back by posting his reaction to Meech's denial, making it clear he ain't buying it. And just to stir the pot even more, he brought up St. Louis kingpin Dion Cuffy Gatling, who's still behind bars and has straight up accused Meech of working with the feds against him.
You took Cuff off the street.
I never folded, never told.
You
never
told
will.
Tammy to tell.
Death before the time, always. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family.
Y'all gonna be disappointed when little baby don't show up? When Skilla don't show up? When Vizzo don't show up? And all these motherfuckers don't show up?
I wasn't going to address this.
Man, the big drops, man. Look at you, big shit.
But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before the time, always. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family. Come out to the Amaran Arena.
He can't even go. He on house arrest. He can't even go.
But y'all already know 50 wasn't about to stop there. He cranked the petty all the way up and dragged Big Meech's son, Lil Meech, into the mess, putting his texts on blast and even threatening to boot him off BMF. Lil Meech, who plays his pops in 50's BMF series, slid in 50's messages to check him about coming for Big Meech, and said, "They just told me you unfollowed me on Instagram, and now you managing Skilla Baby with Rocket when I brought him around you first, when you didn't have a clue who he was. Now you mad at me when I would take my shirt off my back for you. I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy. I've only shown you love and loyalty. I'm human. I go through my own ish, but I never switched up on you." Lil Meech also spoke on his pops linking up with Rick Ross, making it clear it wasn't personal, just business. He said it was all about securing the bag and nothing more. He wrote, "F Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so he can afford to pay his bills until our next season starts. This internet-ish is throwing me off, man. You know me in real life." But 50 showed Lil Meech no mercy. He clapped back with, "What next season?" basically letting him know his role wasn't safe and hinting that he might recast or shut the whole show down. Then, in true 50 fashion, he kept the jokes coming. In a follow-up post, he straight up mocked Lil Meech, saying he was about to end up on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. "I'll give Mona Scott a call for him later today," he wrote, making it clear he was ready to play dirty. And just when folks thought 50 had moved on from Rick Ross, he circled right back, this time coming for both Ross and Big Meech's parenting skills. To really twist the knife, he dug up some old footage of Lil Meech kicking it with Rick Ross's daughter, Toy Roberts, who he used to date back in the day. Then 50 came with another shot, questioning why Lil Meech and the whole Flannery family never got any help from Ross. He said, "Why old boy didn't look out for Mimi and send him to acting school Big Screech. All your people that was out did nothing for him." 50 also added, "You come home thinking you the black Pablo Escobar and effed him up," alluding again to reports that this drama cost Lil Meech his role on BMF. And then 50 pointed out that he helped Meech's family make millions off the BMF show, and he threw some more shade, accusing Big Meech of wearing his son's jewelry in recent photos. 50 wrote, "I helped your family make over $5 million legit dollars. It's not my fault, it's all gone. B, give the baby back his jewelry." Meanwhile, 50 kept the pressure on, doubling down on his claim that he's cooking up a documentary exposing Big Meech for allegedly snitching. To really drive it home, he posted a pic of Tammy Cowins, saying she's got all the receipts to prove Meech is a rat. 50 said, "The truth and nothing but the truth. Tammy Cowin coming soon. She has all the paperwork and recorded phone calls." Big Screech.
It's called Tammy Cowins. She's privileged to what's called the affidavits in support of the wiretaps.
Okay.
It's like 3 affidavits. In those affidavits, it tells Meech's full role. Now, I wouldn't allow to have them because they played this, I'm this kingpin and I'm this killer, and they life in jeopardy,
Right.
in danger.
Right.
That's why they was able to close the courtroom. We'd have been out at Meech. But they played a cold game. I give it to her. And they was playing chess and we was playing checkers.
Okay.
She used the threat of her life and that I was gonna have some hitmen in the federal courtroom to kill her, and they closed the courtroom to the media. My shit standing room only. I'm that dude in that city.
Right.
I'm that dude in that.
Right.
So that's why they ain't been came out. But the affidavits in support of the wiretap, she has them.
So okay, so she can get them for sure.
If she got them.
Okay.
She got them. The only person they barred from having the documents was me.
Okay, so you the only one that don't got the information.
Right.
Gotcha.
Everybody else, it's called discovery. Everybody else got the packet.
Okay.
But just when you thought this drama couldn't get any wilder, Ross slid back in and cranked it up even more. Now he's out here claiming he's about to produce his own Black Mafia family movie. But here's the catch. Ross might need to pump the brakes on that whole movie idea, cause getting it off the ground ain't gonna be easy if he gotta go through 50 first. Sources close to the situation told TMZ that 50 owns the TV and film rights to the BMF story, and that ain't changing anytime soon. Plus, TMZ confirmed that 50's G-Unit film division is already working on a Tammy Cowins biopic, aiming to take the BMF saga to a whole new level. Now, when it comes to the fans, they're definitely split. Some folks think 50's being way too petty and needs to let go of this ancient beef with Ross. It's been years after all. But others are writing with 50, saying he's always stood on loyalty, and if you link up with the ops, you might as well stay over there. Now, for folks wondering why 50 is still holding on to this beef with Ross, you gotta understand. Ross is one of the very few rappers who made it out of a 50 beef without his career taking a serious hit. Their issues date all the way back to the 2008 BET Awards, when Ross claimed he didn't like the way 50 was looking at him. But the funny part? 50 said he ain't even noticed Ross was there. The real drama though? It popped off when Ross dropped Mafia music, throwing some not-so-subtle shade at 50, and even implying that he had something to do with the fire at his baby mama, Shaniqua Tompkins' house. And you already know 50 wasn't about to let that slide. He came right back with a diss track of his own, Officer Ricky, Go Ahead Try Me. And if you're wondering why 50 called him Officer Ricky, well, that's because around that time, a photo leaked exposing Ross as a former correctional officer. And of course, 50 being 50, he wasn't about to let that go. He dropped a whole video called Warning Shot, making it crystal clear he was ready to ruin Ross's life just for fun, and 50 wasn't playing. He turned the beef into entertainment, dropping Officer Ricky cartoons on his website every Saturday like a weekly show. But oh, that was far from the end of it. 50 went full savage mode. He tracked down Ross's baby mama, Tia Kemp, got her to spill all the tea about his correctional officer past, and just to twist the knife a little deeper, he took her on a whole shopping spree, pure, petty perfection. And when Ross was hospitalized in 2018, after being found unresponsive at his home from a seizure, 50 didn't exactly wish him dead, but he damn sure made it clear he wasn't praying for him either. He went full savage and posted that infamous Rocky IV scene where Ivan Drago stands over Apollo Creed and coldly says, if he dies, he dies. So yeah, after all the drama between 50 and Rose over the years, let's be real, this beef ain't never getting squashed. In fact, 50 straight up said in a recent interview that he could never respect a man who went from being a correctional officer to a rapper. So now that we done laid out all the mess between 50, Big Meech, and Rick Ross, we want to hear from y'all. Is 50 justified in feeling some type of way about Meech linking up with Ross? Should he really pull the plug on BMF over this? Or is he just doing way too much? Drop your takes in the comments and don't go nowhere, because this next story